Now, the other day, the first week sales for Machine Gun Kelly's new project, Binge, was revealed, and the only thing I really have to say about this is, this ain't, you know what I'm gonna say, this ain't it, chief. Nah, but on a serious note though, MGK has been one of the most talked about people, along with Eminem of course, on the internet for the past month. You would assume that somehow the attention would pay off, and you would also assume that since Rap Devil has over 120 million views on YouTube, and you got dissed by one of the most relevant hip-hop artists living today, that would somehow maybe boost you up a little bit, but unfortunately these first week sales tell otherwise. As you can see, Machine Gun Kelly sold, to be exact, 21,519 copies first week, with only 9,000 of those being pure sales. I'm not gonna lie, this was a little bit shocking to me because I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. And let me tell you this, considering Machine Gun Kelly's own standards in terms of sales for his other projects, this is not really that bad. But then again, it's very bad considering how big the beef with him and Eminem really became. I mean, that was an insane amount of exposure that should have transitioned into him gaining fans that then would potentially support him by streaming the hell out of his EP. But looking at his last album titled Bloom that came out in May last year, he sold 57,000 copies first week on that one, and then on the album before that titled General Admission, he sold 56,000 copies first week, and then the album before that, which is titled Lace Up, he sold 51,000 copies in its first week. And yeah, as you can see, he's always been around the 50,000 mark, which is honestly not bad for his standards. Obviously, I don't want to talk too much about Eminem's numbers because let's be honest, there's no real competition here. If you don't know, Kamikaze sold 434,000 copies in its first week, which is amazing. Of course, there's a couple of other projects that sold more than Kamikaze. One of them is of course Scorpion by Drake, which sold 732,000 copies in its first week, and then Astroworld by Travis Scott sold 537,000 copies, and then Beer Bongs and Bentleys by Post Malone sold 461,000 copies. Keep in mind though, Kamikaze was obviously a surprise album, which in my opinion does make it way more impressive. But going back to MGK, his horrible numbers definitely surprised me, and clearly he didn't successfully capitalize off the buzz. Of course, since this is an EP, it's not gonna have a huge promotion rollout like an album, which could of course be the reason for the very low numbers. But then again, I really started thinking, what if this Eminem and MGK beef never even happened? I can't see how Binge would have even gotten over 10,000 copies in its first week, and that's me being generous, by the way. Now that's of course my personal opinion regarding MGK's first week sales for his EP Binge. But what do you personally have to say about this? Do you think these numbers are horrible considering the beef with Eminem just happened? Or do you think these numbers are actually good? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this.